Hey Savon, come check out my website that I created.
Okay, let me see.
So what do you think?
Okay, so you know I and you are friend, right? But your website sucks.
Well, it looked a lot better in my head.
Have you ever heard about responsive web design?
No?
Let me show you this.
Responsive web design. It's a tool that is used for people who are using different platforms, screen size, and the orientation of the viewing device. This video will be covering the history, design, the advantages and disadvantages, and the possible future of responsive web design.
Well, what was it like when it first started?
The first websites to have responsiveness only used a website making language called HTML. They used items such as tables and forms. Tables were used to make the first images, and although they aren't the images we see today, many people were baffled by being able to see images on websites. Forms, however, took direct input from the user. They are used for things like login pages, search bars, or feedback to a website. JavaScript is a language inside of HTML that was used to create the first pop-up windows.
These were all invented in 1995, only 4 years after the internet was invented. Flash animations were first made in 1996, creating the first moving images on web pages. The only problem is that it took forever to load, and the user had to have the latest Flash plugins. However, a better alternative to Flash showed up called CSS, which is a language used inside of HTML, similar to JavaScript, but it modifies not user interactivity, it modifies how the page looks, how it responds to different screen sizes, as well as different viewing platforms.
That sounds great and all, but what techniques will help me improve my website?
3 main components of web design are fluid grids, flexible images, and media queries.
What are some of the advantages?
You're able to view websites on all devices such as phones, laptops, and desktops. It's one design fits all.
Sounds too good to be true. There has to be some disadvantages to this whole web design thing.
Of course, there are some websites look perfect on PCs, but not so good on mobile device. Plus, it's easy to fit a website on a desktop, but trying to make it fit on mobile devices requires more coding and more time.
Do you think web design will continue to improve and become more advanced in the future?
Duh, do you live under a rock? There's Google Glasses, smart TVs, and even wearable devices. Knowing that technology advancement is a continuous or ever evolving process, the possibilities are endless. Sooner or later, we'll be dragging websites into midair with a simple flick of the wrist.
Websites are ever changing and evolving with new inventions continuing to be created. From the first website in 1989 to the present websites of today, web design has presented many challenges with the creation of tablets such as the iPad and the ever popular smartphone. Responsive web design is a new and innovative approach to automatically respond and adjust to the architecture of the user's device.